Hello everyone. In class 8 now in Java we will start the looping statement. Before in unit test 2 you have learned the if statement and switch case statement, that is a conditional statement. Now after this we will start the looping statement in Java. Now remember that your syllabus for class 8 computer, that is a full Java. Whatever you have learned in Java, that everything can be come in the examination, because if statement and switch case statement and looping statements, loops, these are for the programming purpose, so not too much serious here. So remember that your syllabus is full Java for the final test. So today we will start the loop. What is a loop? Loop is used in Java program to execute a set of instructions repeatedly. Repeatedly means more than one times. Like what same task, suppose I have to do 10 times or 20 times or more than 20 times, then I will use a loop. So loop are the statements in Java that do the task same again repeated, and we will set the condition how many times we have to do it. There are two kinds of a loop in Java. First one is called the entry control loop and second one is your exit control loop. We will learn the detail about this. In entry control loop, first of all we will check the condition, then we will execute the statements. And in exit control loop, that is a do while loop, first of all we will execute the statements and then we will check the condition. So this is the two difference between these two. In entry control, first we will check the condition, then go to the statements, and in exit control, first we will execute the statement and then we will check the condition. So now we will start with the for loop. For loop is used in Java program to execute the set statements repeatedly till the specified condition is true. In a loop, basically in every kind of loop there is three parts, that is a starting initialization part, then condition, that is a stopping condition, at which condition we have to stop the loop, then increment and decrement, how to reach the condition. Like example, suppose I have to print the number 1 to 10, simple program 1 to 10. So here I am doing the same task, just printing the number from 1 to 10. So I will start the my loop when the value of a variable is 1, then I will continue print this value until this value is 10. So for that we will use a condition. And how to reach the 10? We will do the increment in 1, then only we can reach the 10. We will do the increment of 2 or we can do the increment of 1. So these are these three parts of a loop. Initialization, this step is used to give the starting value to the control variable. Control variable is a variable where we will specify the stopping condition based on that variable. Then condition, this step specified the condition where we will stop the execution of the loop. And increment and decrement, this change the value of the variable or control variable so that we can reach to the specified condition. Like example, here I have given the example, that is a very simple example. For suppose here I have to print the value of 1 to 5. So in one variable I will take value of starting value, that I have to start from printing 1, so I have take 1. So value of I is 1. Then I will change the value of I, like 1, then I have to print 2. So I will do the increment in I by 1, that is written as a I plus plus. I plus plus means same means I plus plus means I equals to I plus 1. So either you write down I plus plus, that is a short form of I equals to I plus 1, or you can write down I equals to I plus 1. So when I will start with the 1, so I will start with the 1, I value of I is 1, then I will do the increment, then I will check the condition, value of I, that is 1, that is less than or equals to 5, so condition is true. Then I will print the value C out I, so 1 is going to be printed. After printing the 1, I will increment the value of I, that is I plus plus, so value of I becomes 2. Now again I will check the condition, this condition that is 2 is less than or equals to 5. So condition is true. Then again I will print cout I. So I have printed 1, then I have printed 2. Then again after printing value of I, we will do the increment in I plus plus, so value of I becomes 3. Now 3 is again less than 5, we will check the condition, so we will print cout I, that is 3 printed. Then again we will increment value of I, that is 4, then check the condition 4 is less than or equals to 5, so cout I, that is 4 is going to be printed. Now after that I plus plus, so value of I becomes 5. Now we will check the condition, I is less than or equals to 5, again condition is true because I is equals to 5, so we will print cout I, so 5 is printed. After this we will again do the increment I plus plus, so value of I becomes 6. Now 6 is a 6, if I put the in this condition I value of I is 6, then this condition becomes false. So we will come out from this loop. So here we will get the output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So remember this, in the for loop how it is going to execute it. First it is going to execute the initialization part, then it checks the condition, then it will execute the statement whatever is written here, and then it will do the increment or decrement. And after increment or decrement again it will go to the condition part. It checks the condition, if the condition is true then statements are executed. So this is the for loop. Now I am going to tell one program, how to write down this program. So in BlueJ, so all of you know how to start program. So first of all I am going to write down import java.io.asterisk. And then public class any class, suppose loop 1, then public static void main, or here we write down inside string arguments args, then square bracket. This is our main function. Now we'll declare, here we are using one variable, that is int I, so I declare int I. Now I am using for loop, so write down for loop for a value of I is 1, so I equals to 1, then I less than or equals to 5, then I plus plus. Then inside that, remember that you can use the bracket, curly bracket or not. If there is one line only after the for loop, then it is not important, but if there is more than one line, then it is very important. So we write down system dot out dot println. We have to print the value of I, so I. After this give the little bit space, so it will print the space also, and then curly bracket, and then we will end the public static void main, and then last one public class. So this is my program for printing the value of I. Now I will just compile this program and find out any error is here or not. So no syntax error is here. After this, run this program void main string. You will see the output. What is the output? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a program in Java for loop. That is a how to write a how to use a loop in a Java program. Remember that the execution of the for loop is very important, because here this time it can be asked predict the output, like that kind of question. So remember, you have to understand how the for loop is executed. So remember here, first I equals to 1, this part is executed, so value of I 1, that is set. Now after execution of the initialization part, we will check the condition. This is the condition I less than or equals to 5. So if the condition value of I is 1, so 1 is less than or equals to 5, so condition is true, then it will be executed system.out.println I. So value of I is 1, so 1 is printed to the output screen. After printing 1, we will execute the increment or decrement part. So I plus plus, this is executed. So value of I will be changed from 1 to 2 because we will do the increment in 1. Now value of I is 2. So again after increment or decrement we will go to the condition. Again it will check the condition. 2 less than or equals to 5. Now 2 is less than or equals to 5, condition is true. When the condition is true, it will execute system.out.println I. So 2 is printed. Similarly, then I becomes 3, and then 3 less than or equals to 5, condition is true. So 3 is printed, then 4 and 5. Then after printing the 5, when it will do the increment I plus plus, value of I is 6. Now when we will compare the condition, 6 is less than or equals to 5, the condition is false. So it will come out from that for loop. It will come out from the for loop and your program will be. So this is all for today's video. In a copy we write down the for loop and introduction to the for loop. In next video I will explain the similar programs of the for loop. Thank you.